Hello, Royals. This is Mademoiselle Mosley. I want to talk to you guys about something that I was thinking about when I was reading the Bible and it was talking about the life of Jesus. Now, I'm not here to tell anybody to follow this person and do this and do that. I'm just here to tell you about a revelation that I had. Now, even though Jesus had 12 disciples which followed him, he was not teaching them to be followers, he was teaching them to be leaders. Even though they followed him around to place, situation to situation. He wasn't teaching them to be followers. He was teaching them to be leaders. Then as he taught them to be leaders, he sent them out to help other people to learn to lead their families, to lead their lives. And then during the course of when they followed him, he showed them miracles, things that God could perform. Only through him could those things be shown to them. So he had to show them what it would be like, and so they could show others what it would be like to live according to the way God say live. Okay? So as I go on and it gets clearer to me, he was teaching them to be leaders. Now, we teach our children certain types of ways to live their lives, but we're not teaching them to just be followers of us. We're teaching them also to lead their lives in a certain mannerism. And sometimes our children, quote unquote, do better. Does not mean that they're better than, but they do better. Just like if you did a staircase, if the staircase stayed in the same level, if the staircase didn't elevate, you could not have you would not get to a higher place in life. You wouldn't have a higher understanding. Because our children, quote unquote, live or going to do better than us does not mean they're higher in income or cars and monies, which they may be, but we want them to higher thinking. You want to elevate your thinking. You want to live better than what you were raised in, and not saying that it was a bad situation. It's just that you want to have a higher thinking, because as we go higher in understanding, as we go higher in love, we accomplish more. And see, this is another thing too, people get misinterpreted. When I speak about Jesus leading the disciples to be leaders, it's a lot of people that are in families, that the heads of the families, that are misleading people. Some people are misleading people so they can be followers. See, that's the only reason to mislead somebody, if you want them to continue to follow. Because you mislead them, they're gonna feel like they can't lead. And you sometimes you know exactly what they need to do. You just don't want them to be leaders. You want them to follow you so that you can feel like you're in control or you're controlling them. But the basic thing that the Word of God is teaching us how to do is to lead our homes, lead our lives by following the instructions, not being followers. You get what I'm saying? Like, followers to me, if you think about it in a group matter, is that when I move, you move. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't go on your own. You don't take what I give you and go on your own path, and you learn because you got different strengths and talents and gifts that God has given you. So you don't want to go right behind me. You want to take what I've given you and lead your own way. That's what I think. I've taught my children how to lead their own way. I've given them what I have, given them what I know, and allowing them to flow the way they're going to flow. So I think people have that concept all mixed up. To me, a following is a cult. You know, when I say following, like you can't do anything unless I say do it. If I say it's wrong, it's not it's wrong. If I say no, you want to teach people. If you really want to teach someone, you want to teach them to be a leader, not a follower. You know what I'm saying? You could take some of the things that I've given you, that I've shown you, and utilize them in a manner where it'd be more beneficial to you than it was to me, because you didn't have to go through. I showed it to you. But I feel like it's up to everybody. So my basic thing is about Jesus was he taught the disciples how to lead. And then in that part where he speaks of when he was washing their feet, and they was like, nah, like, nah, don't do that. He said, the servant is no greater than the master. You know what I'm saying? Servitude is actually the greatest mastering. If you master servitude, you are the greatest master of them all. And he told them, do it to one to another. That means you're no greater than me. I'm no greater than you. We're all going in the same direction. We know Jesus did the miracles and we know where his place was. But he didn't feel like he was greater or better than his disciples. He was showing them, if I could bend down and wash your feet, I'm no greater than the man who sent me. God sent me. I'm not greater than him who sent me. I'm serving him, and you are learning to serve one to another as the one you call Lord, Master, is serving you. Some people feel like they the ones need to be served, and you ain't got no service. You just gone with your little minute, servant, the Lord's self. You don't need nothing. I'm just gonna let you worship me or do for me, and I don't have to do for you. That's not how that goes. And Jesus was the prime example, because before he went to his death, he girded himself. See, when he got ready to wash the disciples' feet, under his robe, he girded himself. They put on it's like you would say underwear, like they tie on a sheet or whatever cloth on themselves, the cloth, and he girded himself. And he washed their feet. And after he got done washing their feet, he put his priestly robe back on. See, at all times, what Jesus was showing me, you always be ready to serve. He remained girded. He didn't take it off. Once he put the gird on, the servitude, he never took it off. You never take off the servitude because you feel like you've mastered something. You never pull it off because you feel like you have reached this level. That's the problem. That's why when I do my videos, I say like, share, and subscribe. You can like, share, and subscribe if you want to. I'm not trying to get, what do they call them? Subscribers. That's good if you subscribe. That's wonderful if you come and subscribe to my channel. But I'm trying to get you to lead your life and to understand things at a greater. I'm not worried about how many numbers or how many people view, how many people liking me, because I love y'all. I love y'all enough to share what I know so that you can lead your life in a different way than I went. So you have a jump on it. This is not about likes and views and shares and subscribes. This is about people coming to this channel and getting a greater understanding in the level of life they're supposed to live. Now, you're supposed to be a leader. You take what I give you. If it's useful to you, you use it to lead your life in a better manner. That's what this is about. Making leaders, women, men, whomever views this channel, to lead a better life by explaining some things that I understand. So I hope you guys, enjoyed that. And just remember this, like when you go to church or when you learn the word of God, they should be teaching you how to lead your life, not to follow their lives. And I'm not saying they're not leading bad, they living bad or good lives. That's what I'm saying. But you don't have to I don't have to tell you everything to do, how to do it. But the thing about it is, I'm going to give you something so that you can do it on your own recognizance and learn how to lead your own life. And as you get closer to God and as you listen more to Him, you'll get a greater understanding what it is that you're supposed to be doing, because you have something that you're supposed to be doing because you are here. And you have to go to God to find out exactly what that is. So I hope that helped y'all. Like I say, get it before it gets you. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm out.